So many of you have been asking me to make an iPhone review. Now, I don't know how to do well, it's not that I don't know how to, I just don't really make tech review videos, but I am going to talk about it. The new iPhone 4S. I made the video blog that I posted showing you how I got it, and a lot of you want to know, is it worth it? Should I get the new iPhone? Um, and I mean, really, it's a tough question. My general feeling, I've had 2 days to work with it. I'm coming from the iPhone 4, and if I had to ask the way I would answer that question is yes, it's worth it, but barely. So that's how I feel. I mean, Apple has a way of giving you just enough to make you want to go for it, and that's definitely the case with the iPhone 4S. The thing that makes it worth it is Siri is okay. Now, you've probably seen a lot of people using Siri. For those of you that don't know, of course you know what it is, but that's the voice recognition software that allows you to navigate your phone a lot easier. Because one of the biggest points of frustration with having an iPhone, because I have both the iPad and the iPhone, and I bring this with me a lot because I can type easier on it. I've got a nice big screen to navigate, but it is cumbersome to carry with you a lot. I think I will be carrying that less with me because I have this now, because I don't have to type on this tiny keyboard to do an elaborate search. You know what I mean? I can just speak my search into it. But, whoops. Um, but anyway, but see, you've probably seen a lot of people be like, if you've seen the demos, schedule an appointment tomorrow at 2 o'clock for me. So, you know, it'll.
Okay, I set up your appointment for tomorrow.
And
are you ready for me to schedule it?
So you could do that, and I think that's all fantastic and everything, but I don't know that really, you know, it's good, but how often do I need to schedule an appointment that I'm not going to remember? Maybe a lot of people. Maybe that'll be useful for a lot of other people. I'm trying to think of another thing. Set up a meeting for 5 o'clock on October 15th, 2035.
Okay, I set up your meeting for October 15th, 2035.
So, I mean, stuff like that is cool. But again, I probably won't use those in apps as much. What I'm getting at, I think the real groundbreaking thing about Siri, the thing that really is going to make it worth it, is this. This is how most people will use it. And I think this is the game changer from here on out for handset and mobile devices. Search the web for animal hospitals. So really searching the web, I think, is really how you're going to use this practically on a daily basis. And you can see, I'm sorry that it's not really, there it goes, you can kind of see there. But, I was trying to show you that I got it right. You can see. And imagine this. Like, this is a real practical application. Say you're traveling. One of your dogs, God forbid, has to, go to the hospital or something. But you have no idea where you are. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Search the web for 24-hour animal hospitals near me.
Searching the web for 24-hour animal hospitals near me.
And so, I mean, time is of the essence in this situation. So you can see there, you can kind of pull them up, and I mean, so it's good in that aspect as well. But the other thing, and I'm just highlighting the differences right now between the iPhone 4 and the iPhone 4S, because there aren't many. It does have a dual core processor, all this stuff, but if you've gotten to me at this point, you already know that. It is a little bit quicker, and it is not worth the upgrade just for the speed increase, though. That should be noted. But what I really like here is the Android has had this device this capability for some time now. And you know what? I've had a major glitch with Siri, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. All right, I will very briefly. If you're having problems with Siri and you have a massive contact database, it won't work properly. So I've had to go through and just put in like my top 20 closest friends and family. I imagine I could probably have a couple hundred and it would be fine. But I have around 1,500, so it just slows it down. The reason being, Siri has to reference all of your contacts every time you make a request, it appears. So if you have, like, my sister's name is Mesa, for example. If I'm like, hey, text Mesa, how are you doing today? It'll know exactly how to spell her name and everything and not think that I'm trying to say table in Spanish. because Mesa is Maysa. So that'll be that's how that works. What was I saying here? Oh yeah, as far as text messaging, this is what I love. And poor Brie, my girlfriend, she's like going crazy. Not really. She's not going crazy, but I've been really texting her like crazy, um, because I'm trying right now. None of my contacts are in here, so I'm trying to show you what I'm talking about. I'm trying to send a text message, but it's pretty early in the morning, so I don't want to wake anyone up, and I'm having to figure out whose number is whose. Okay, good. I'll text my dad. I don't care about waking him up. It's all right. All right. So Android's had this a while, and I had it on the Android phone. But do you see by the space bar at the bottom? Do you see where you have the microphone? So you press that. The reason I didn't like it on Android, every time you would start, and this may have changed, I don't know, but every time you'd start a new sentence, it was never capitalized, and I like making sure that everything is right when I dictate. But Dad, comma, are you up this morning? Question mark. Are you already working out? Question mark. What's taking you so long to reply to me? Question mark. It's great for my dad because he can't type for anything on these things. And you can see I haven't proofread it. Let's see if we got it right. Dad, are you up this morning? Are you ready? Are you already working out? Let's see. So long to reply to me. And then, send. And it's just so accurate, at least in an environment like this. I mean, you'll have an error. I would say it's 90% accurate on dictation. And you can speak pretty freely with it. The more clearly and monotone you're willing to speak, the more accurate it will be, however. So that's good. That's really what makes it worth it to me, is the microphone and Siri, and I mean the camera. Absolutely, I'm an avid video blogger. Most people are not, so I'm not putting a huge emphasis. But 1080p, redesigned camera, better optics. The still camera is phenomenal at 8 megapixels, and it's very good in low light. I have noticed that as well. So a lot of benefits there. Is there anything else though that makes the iPhone 4S worth it? I'm trying to think. If you have an iPhone 4 and you haven't upgraded to iOS 5, which is a free upgrade, and all you got to do is sync it to your computer, you definitely should do that. You'll get most of the benefits of the iPhone 4S by simply doing that. However, you won't get voice recognition, which you very well could. That's just Apple being Apple. But that's really all I have to say about this. I just wanted to give you my general feedback. I do like the phone. I do think it's worth the upgrade if you're a massive geek and you like having the latest and greatest and you can justify the expense, then you should get it. If you have the iPhone 4, it's not going to blow you away in difference. So, but anyway, I don't want to be too redundant. 8 minutes? Okay. Subscribe, leave your comments below, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. All those links are in the description, and see you later. Bye.